Hi everyone, Nabila from Mind Body Breath. Are you a beginning student in yoga and you find that doing downward dog can get very uncomfortable? Or do you feel like sometimes downward dog just gets a little bit too long in class and you feel a lot of weight is being put in your wrists or your shoulders? Here are a few different ways where you can modify your downward dog when you're in a class to find a little bit more ease and a little bit more comfort in this posture. So the first thing you want to get before your class starts is just make sure that you have two blocks with you. You want to go for like the firmer foam blocks or cork blocks or even wooden blocks. Try to avoid the ones that are a little bit softer because you are going to be driving your wrists and your palm into the block. So if it's soft, then we tend to really push through the wrist and not so much through the rest of the fingers, right? Okay, so we've got two blocks here. You want to try to align the blocks to where your palm is going to be in that downward dog. So for me, I'm just going to get it like right to the top of my mat, shoulder width apart. And you want to get into a plank first, just to test it out. Your palm is nicely spread over the block. Try not to grip the top of the block or the side of the block. And then from here, just walk your feet in a little bit. See if you can drive your heels down. Push into the block through your fingertips, your palms, and your wrist, not just your wrist. If your hamstring is feeling a little bit tight, you can always just lift your heels a little bit more and try to reach your bum up towards the ceiling a little bit more. The extra height in your wrist will make it a little bit more comfortable on the shoulder so you don't feel so much pressure or tension there. And you can hold here a little bit more, a little bit longer. Okay, so the other way that you can try to practice a downward dog to try to find some ease and comfort is to line yourself up against an empty wall like this. If you're doing this at home, you can clear your furniture out a little bit and then just get your mat aligned exactly as I have done so here up against the wall. If you want to try this in a yoga studio before your class starts, get yourself up against a wall in that room, but try your best not to get up against the mirror side of the wall because we're not sure how the mirror is usually mounted and we want to practice safely first. That's priority. Okay, so once you have your mat aligned up against the wall, you want to try to get yourself up into a tabletop first and walk back a little bit towards the wall. Spread your palms open, really start to press into your palms and your fingertips, and then you are going to lift your bum up towards the ceiling. And by the time you do this, your heels will automatically already touch the wall. First, you want to try to get that same sensation as we did earlier, that pushing into the floor with your palms and your fingers, trying to get into your shoulders first, and then you try to drive your heels into the wall as best as possible. Feel your thighs engaging. So if your hamstrings a little bit tight, this posture is actually quite great because your heels is up. If you want to challenge yourself a bit more, you can walk your foot up against that wall so that the balls of your foot is touching. You're stretching your toes and your heels is really driving into that wall. And you're working your calves, you're working your thighs here. If you want to find a little bit more ease, like you want to kind of not go very hard, right? Your body feels a little bit tight today, you want to take it easy. You drop the ankle down a little bit. So my heel is still touching the wall here. And I'm still feeling that sensation of trying to press my heel up against the wall. My thighs is still activated. So you got a few ways, either walk forward or walk a little bit more into the wall. So those are two suggestions that you can try to find some comfort and ease in your downward dog. If you end up trying any one of these two suggestions, let me know in the comments below how it goes for you. I hope you enjoy that and see you in the next video.